Why, good morning, my awesome historians. I hope you are having a great start to your day as you start waking up. I'm here actually in Ireland, in Cork City. I'm here for a few days and actually arrived yesterday morning and spent the whole day cooped up in a pub in a corner, doing a lot of marking, reading your amazing work for the last few weeks, catching up on that. Really, I love doing that because I get to see the progress that you each are making. So you'll see a change in your grade. What you won't see are too many comments because I'm going to give individual video comments to everybody when I get back early next week, in our last week. So look for that next week. If you have any specific questions about any of the material, any graded work, always just email me. I'm happy to explain it to you in person there. But you're going to get something next week to kind of go over where you're at. So just to let you know about that. And fantastic job. And a lot of you who have sort of been behind a little bit, it's a great time. You've been catching up. And it's not too late. You can still catch up both this week and next, which is our last week. Our last day is next Friday, so you can catch up as much as you can. You turn it in by Friday. Friday at midnight is fine because I'll be marking all that weekend and into the final week or week after that, and turning in the grades. So you got some time, but I really need everything in by our last day of class, which is Friday. Now, just a couple quick announcements to sort of help guide you along with our last few days of this week and then next week. You have an essay. You should all be aware of that. You should all see the 3 prompts. And they're in the essay section in the modules. So you don't do all 3 prompts. You pick one. Information about how to do the essay is there. I would also try YouTube about Chicago manual style, how to do the referencing. There's a lot of really good tutorials there. And it'd be easier than sending you an email trying to explain it because it's a very visual thing. But I did some videos there, so you should see a lot of stuff of how to do both the Chicago manual style paper as well as the content. So the content's all right there, and you could use anything from the class for the last few weeks. So that's so you don't have to do extra research. And I put together information to help guide you for each of the prompts. So you just pick one, and there's also a nice way to interact with people doing the same topic. There's a discussion there, so you can help each other out, bounce ideas off. So hopefully that'll all make it easy for the essay, which is due the last day of class. Don't be stressed about it. I just want to both expose you to a format that you'll probably use if you're transferring to a university. Chicago Manual Style is a very popular, useful one. And 2, this is a really good polished paper you can do with material and stuff you've already been learning, and that'll help you to have a nice paper if you are returning to transfer to university. They often ask for a sample paper, so here you go. This is one for you to do. So hopefully that'll help as well. So that's about the essay. If you have any other questions, though, just email me. I'm happy to help you. I don't want you to be stressed about it. But besides that, you'll see a lot of pages in the modules, and the idea there is to do less of the textbook and just go page by page, starting at the top page, working your way down, and that'll help you get all the information you need for the last couple weeks, the last section, which is the heirs of Rome. My favorite because it really kind of dissects what happens when Rome falls and how a new world emerges in Western Christendom, which becomes the Middle Ages. And you really see that. We can do a whole class on that. I did a whole PhD on that. But then also, Byzantium, if you look at the Greek Orthodox, which will become the Russian Orthodox after 1453, so many years after our class, and then also the rise of the Islamic world, finishing our last class. This is all there, just step by step, getting through the material, and you'll see some discussions there, you'll see extra credit discussions there, so do what you can, and turn everything in by the last day of our class, which is Friday. Don't forget the comments. A lot of people are missing the comments. That's a rather easy 5 points, so I'd rather you not miss that if you can. All right. Now, the other thing is just we're making sure to bounce ideas off each other, help each other out. Check out the discussions. I put some announcements actually, and I meant to have it. I wrote it up ahead of time for our last day for next Friday, and it accidentally posted this morning. So if you have it, it was something in your email that says "Congratulations, last day of class." It's not. It's next week. So I changed it, but if it got to your email, just so you know, it's not the last day of class. That's next Friday. All right. So that's just a quick update. You have information about your grades. You'll be getting comments about all your information, all your grades, and everything where you're at. Next week, I'll be sending stuff to you individually. If you have questions in the meantime, message me. Everything's there for the essay. Everything's there for the last discussions. And if you're behind on some stuff, it's not too late. Turn it in by next Friday. All right? Hope that helps you, guides you along the way. Welcome to Ireland. So I'm here for a conference. Going to see a friend who's coming over from California as well, another historian. And also it's not too far. It's only an hour flight from where I live in England. So why not? All right. Have a great day, everybody, and I'll talk to you later. Stay in touch. Bye-bye.